Hey, what's going on, my Stormtroopers? My name is Chewbacca Plays, and today I have a little bit different of a setup today. I'm here with my good friend endurverse.
Hello.
My bro. And today we have the footage pre-recorded, and we're just putting our voices over it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Our mic's broken, so next couple videos is kind of gonna be this style until we get a new mic, probably around Christmas time. We're going for a professional headset this time.
The last one that you uploaded to.
I sincerely apologize. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll just improv it. We'll go with the flow until then. We'll see what happens. So yeah, today we'll be reviewing our thoughts and opinions on the characters that came with DLC Pack 5, along with their movesets. I brought Owen along with me because he's the combo master. You know, he's better at in-depth analysis.
This game, by the way,
but you are
really good at it.
You are better at these in-depth analysis of these character skills in general.
I suck so much at this game, but it's like,
why not?
Doing it. I'm doing better than you.
He still beats most people without trying.
My character isn't even max level. Like, I've known plenty. I've beat level.
Well, you are an Arcosian. That could be it.
It's not Arcosian. It's a Frieza race.
I thought you saying Arcosian. I'm sorry. That's so mean. All right, shut up. God, this is terrible.
I was even thinking to say that.
Whatever. I'm leaving it in. Anyway. I'm gonna bleep it.
You dumb. Bleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep it. Okay. Anyway, so what do you think? Just off the bat, what do you think of Android 13's skills?
Android 13 is he's just a different type of character, and it kind of makes him creative. He's like Rose. When Rose first came out,
yeah,
you kind of expected him to be a certain way, but he wasn't, and it kind of made him cooler. But they didn't like break the character at all.
Yeah.
So
I really like what they ended up doing.
I'm not sure if I like his little Ultra Instinct thing though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I really like how they pulled off data input. It's not weak, but it's also not necessarily overpowered either. It can dodge certain things and it can't dodge certain things. It's like time skip, to an extent. It's useful. And as for his, I absolutely love his ultimate, SS Deadly Bomber. I am in love with it.
Yeah, I thought
it's so cool and it's really useful. But I also noticed that it was possible to get away because you did dodge it a couple times. You were able to dodge it when we were initially playing.
What's the fight that's currently going on?
It's playing Super Buu versus Buuhan right now.
That was kind of a letdown to me.
Or Super Buu Gohan versus Android 13. And see, here it is right here. See this part where you're able to dodge it? Yeah, see, so it is dodgeable. If you just have to use the crocodile zigzag strategy and you can dodge it.
I think that actually works. I'm not sure.
But yeah, 13 has some unique skills. I like all of his skills. He's a well-rounded character and he was really fun to play as. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, moving on to Buuhan.
He was a letdown.
Yeah, I mean, I like how he has unique combos, though. I'll admit that it kind of sucks that he just...
a lot of his combos, but
he has some awesome combos, I will say that. And he is pretty tough. Like, he's pretty strong. He's probably the hardest-hitting character out of all of them. They came with this particular update. He's pretty fun to play as. And he's one of those characters that's easy to learn and hard to master, which I respected. I also am really glad that they took the time to make the kamikaze ghosts stronger and give them their own models. Because I swear to God, I was gonna have an aneurysm if they had freaking Buuhan crapping out Gotenks. I was gonna lose my mind.
Probably just are, but they remodeled.
I know. I'm glad that they did bother to remodel them because they didn't for the CAC, and that bugs me to this day.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Also, I like how he can turn people into chocolate. I think that's hilarious. That's really cool because that's a move that's meant to like let you regain stamina or whatever. And ultimately, they pulled it off really well. He doesn't have too many unique attacks, but he has just enough to make him special. You know, to make him his own character.
Anyway, the next character.
Yeah. Okay. So next up,
we will have Tapion versus.
Yeah, let's do Tapion because Buuhan's kind of the odd man out here. The rest of these characters have such unique and new movesets, and Buuhan's just kind of like, you know, should have already been in the game. So they're just giving him. I think Buuhan was more of a just.
He's also. I really don't like Vandy Namki. Please listen to me. I really hate how he has his hands put up in the end and in the beginning, like when you select him and when you win.
Yeah.
His hands are up.
He has
like
Go-Tens. Like, yeah.
And I hate it.
We talked about this earlier, didn't we?
It looks like Go-Tens.
It looks like he has Go-Tens fighting pose, but okay. So Tapion, your boy Tapion, looking like some kind of Chrono Trigger, Legend of Zelda, Supreme Kai. So I am in love with Tapion's moveset. His combos are awesome. His sword attacks are beautifully animated, and yes, they're different from Trunks's. I looked, I checked, I made sure they're different. I think that he's really got some amazing attacks. And his ultimate is beautifully animated as well. I love the way his ultimate looks. It does great damage. And Tapion is an extremely fast character. And I also like how his Ocarina lets you regenerate health, which is really cool. And it also pushes away enemies and small attacks, like smaller attacks. Because we were testing it earlier, and it repelled your charged Ki Blast and your melee attacks as well.
Well, not your charged Ki Blast. I don't think that worked.
Yeah, your charged Ki Blast, because remember...
But it was more like, what's it called? It changed, you can't melee it because it'll throw you back.
Yeah, you can't melee it because it'll throw you back. But that's pretty much it for Tapion. He's got sword combos, sword-based attacks, the sword ultimate. He also has energy blast volley, which was really interesting. I thought that was cool. That was a good choice for him because he did it in the movie, I think. But that was cool to me, anyway.
Yeah. So
moving on to Deborah. Deborah's very similar, but his sword combos are somehow entirely different. They're like... They're similar, but just different enough to make them their own characters from Janemba and Sword Trunks.
Not as close to Gucci.
Yeah. And another thing with Deborah's ultimate is it is a counter, which is something that I didn't expect. We just thought that it wasn't working for us, but it actually is a counter. It's like Ice Shenron's super attack. You have to hit them first in order to be
that's not true.
attacked.
It's the reverse Mabusukanke.
Yeah, that. And then also the Godbreaker. It's a counterattack move.
Yeah,
you have to punch him and then he uses it.
Well, Godbreaker is a super attack.
It's also beautifully animated as well. I love the effects of the Ki Blast. And he's got this one really cool attack where he breathes fire and it does the fire damage.
It does a lot of damage.
And it's amazing.
His character is really...
His sword looks really good. It's nicely detailed. The Majin symbol is perfect. And he also does have Energy Wave. Like, I think 13 did too, but I believe he also has full power Energy Wave. I might be wrong. I don't think Deborah does. He might. I'm not sure, but he might. And then he also had... What other? He had the ability to spit and turn enemies into stone, which I thought was really cool as well. It's just a stun move. Like, you're not permanently stoned. It isn't an insta-kill or anything, but it was cool. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. Owen, do you have any final opinions?
I would say Tapion. His attacks look really cool, and his combos are pretty neat. But I really don't care for him that much. I never really cared for Tapion in the first place either. So
okay, yeah.
And then Deborah, he's pretty cool. He hits pretty hard, and he's pretty neat, I will say. But otherwise, it's just it's a DLC pack.
So out of this pack, who do you think your favorite character is?
My favorite, I'd have to say Android 13's moves, but I like the way they portrayed Deborah a lot.
Okay.
Deborah.
I'm gonna have to say that I really like Tapion's design and his moves. I think that they're awesome, but I also agree with you. I'm leaning more toward 13, just the way that the way that you said how he's just, it's so unexpected, the way they portrayed him, and I really like that. So ultimately, what would you rate the characters?
Better than the Kaba and Frost pack. But
like from 1 to 10, how would you rate this pack?
Okay, so Kaba would be around a 5.5. So I'd say give him like. Well, Android. I'd have to give it a 6.5 or 7 because the amount of characters they put in the pack and the costumes too. which kind of I don't really care for them really, because I have my beautiful Lord Crimson. But I will say that it's an honest probably 6 out of 5 or a 7, just because Android 13 and Deborah make up for a lot of mistakes too.
I agree with you on 7 because I think I would give Deborah a 9, Tapion a 10. No, I'd give Deborah.
I have to give Buuhan a 5.
I agree with you on Buuhan. I'll give Buuhan a 5. I'll give Deborah an 8. I'll give Tapion a 10, and I'll give 13 a 10 as well. Because I think this is I think that all the characters are great, but I don't like how Deborah's ultimate is only a counter. I think that's kind of confusing. And Buuhan's just okay. He's not special or anything. He's there. I like him. I like him, but he's not unique. He's like just same attacks we've already had. Like you can make him in a CAC. But I still think that his combos are unique and awesome, which would make me bump him up to a 6. About a 6. I think that's fair. So, and his design is really good. The pose brings him down a little bit, though. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. That's our overall opinion on the characters. DLC Pack 6 has yet to come out, but when it comes out, we'll give you our opinions on them as well. This will continue our tradition of reviewing the DLC packs as they come out. And thank you all so much for watching. My name is Chewbacca Plays. He's Endurverse.
Solid.
And we will see you in the next video. Addies, my Stormtroopers, and peace.